Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of 100 Pipers Blended Scotch Whisky. And I know, I'm sorry. You missed my singing. I'm sorry. I know I can't keep doing it. You know, I got to rest up for next year. But this one's a little bit confusing, so bear with me on that. And if anyone has the true facts, you can do it, because the Google machine told me one thing and the bottle says another. So this we got for $13.99. This is an 80 proof blended whiskey. According to the internet, it's bottled in India at the Pernod Ricard India Private Ltd. Majority of it's blended there. According to the bottle, it's blended and bottled by Pipers Import Company in Bardstown, Kentucky. So I don't know if there's a shared thing going on.
Yeah, it's funny. He's reading this off to me. I was like, that's not what the bottle said.
Okay, back to the internet. It says a blend between 25 and 30 source whiskeys that came from Scotland. The company says they are actually number 2 as standard whiskey in Asia and number 1 in Thailand. That was what. And this is off their website.
This is a Target product, though, wasn't it?
This was someone had suggested it that lived. I believe he was in California. I apologize because this was before I started writing down everybody's name.
It was a while ago too.
And it was supposedly a Target thing. Steve found this
not in this state.
Or at that one store where he finds everything. There's one of them.
I don't think it was this.
But I don't think you know what I mean. But I don't think it was this state. But he found it in passing. He was like, "Oh, I can't believe I found it." So, yeah. And again, for $13.99, we'll see what happens. But I mean, being that this is supposedly number 2 in Asia and number 1, I think the internet might. I want to say I got this off their actual website. You know what I mean? But maybe they do have another bottling company here in the States now. If anyone has more information, you feel free to leave a comment down below, because this was a confusing one, because I thought I had nailed it, and he's reading the bottle, and it says Bardstown. So,
and if you want the story of how it became 100 Pipers, that's also in the back, and how the Pipers used to lead the Scottish Army. I don't know if that was the smartest idea, but
no, it's like the flag carrier. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be a flag carrier in the war either, right?
There's a whole little story about how it became.
Although back in the Civil War, they used to use drums. You could hear them coming from 6 million miles away.
They all stood in a line.
And they all stood in a line. So, here we come, people.
Sucks to be the first guy in line.
Right? Yeah. It sucks to be the 4th person in line if they're shooting cannonballs at you. Let's be honest, back in the day. I'm getting a fruit off the front of this. There is definitely there's a fruity aspect. I haven't tried it yet. I'm getting a nice malt. I'm not getting any of the smoke.
This is actually leaning me towards like the Donegal.
That's honestly not yes, I agree
and
with
it's
that.
Not. I already took a sip, and it's not overpowering.
I missed it. I didn't even. I'm still smelling it.
I know. It's actually kept going and going. I'm like, God damn, when's he ever gonna try it?
Well, because I'm trying to get it. I'm not getting like the the Ardbeg smoke or anything. You're not getting any of the peated smoke on there. It's 100%. You're getting the malt. I'm getting like a fruit though, and it's a light fruit. I want to say almost like an orangey, like a. Where I said lemon last time, I'm going to switch it almost like an orange fruit.
If I'm going to call it a fruit, it's going to be an apricot because it doesn't have a smell.
It has
a sweetness in it.
It's a super sugary sweetness throughout the whole drink of it, actually. It was actually very sweet. It had a nice malty flavor in the middle of that.
It actually seemed to even carry a little weight.
I was gonna say we didn't warm up. It's an 80 proofer, but it had a little
It's not a sparkle, but it just seems to be like a heat.
Yeah.
And that was a baby sip.
I did the same thing because I just wanted it. I kind of laid mine in there, let it roll around on my tongue and stuff though. But there was a nice malty flavor on that though.
I remember whoever we apologize whoever did say it, but they did say they liked it, and it was for the money. It was one of the cheaper, better blended scotches, but I'm not going to really disagree with him. I don't.
No, for $13.99, this is a buy all day long. If this is the price, and I don't want to offend anyone, and I'm gonna apologize in advance for saying this, but this is because, and it used to be like this with bourbon. So I haven't done enough scotches to realize like like a huge difference between like the $160 one or this one right here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like within the, I don't get all the flavors and the tastes.
And there is a huge difference between the Johnny Walker that we did, like the 18 versus this.
I think that was harsher.
I agree.
Yeah.
There was more muck in that one to me than...
right.
And muck's not the right word, but it was more after flavors and after effects per se on that one than this one. This one's it's a nice little blend. I'm not going to be the 100% Scotch guy, but...
because I did kill the Johnny Walker, 18 and 9. But we do have a generous variety of Scotch over here. We had black. We never got the red. We never did the red. We never got the blue either. But that's up to it. It's like a couple $100 bucks. But we do have a Johnny Walker to stand by for that. Though I almost pulled it out today. But someone did request this way back when, and I was kind of curious. $13.99. This brings me back to my Inverhouse and Clan McGregor days back when I was. I think it is too because that's what it's.
This doesn't really have a lot of. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of after flavor effects. No. It is light and kind of bright.
It is. It's got the fruity in the front. It has a nice malt flavor in the end. You get that the malt finish coming through. I mean, there's nothing harsh about it.
No. It does hold its heat for a bit. It's not sparkling, but it's got a little warmth to it. Mm-hmm. Little light, slight hug.
I think the thing I like most about it, it's not dry. It's so sugary.
It is. It is
adds
definitely
to like
sweet.
The viscosity part of it. I know you're not gonna want more. I just want one more good swallow with it. But there's such a sugary aspect to the flavor of it. I'm kind of digging it. And again, for an 80 proofer, it does really coat really well. Like it does. It has a nice coating that goes in for. I mean, I'm raving about. It's a $13.99 bottle. You can't beat that with a stick. That's. And
actually, we'll be curious. Is anyone else has tried it? That one person did write in, but no one else chimed in after it. So,
more importantly, I know, and I'm gonna apologize because he sent me a picture, and he comes with two different names, but a subscriber from Scotland had at one point said we have to do a Sunday Funday, and we're gonna. We have enough of them of a variety now to do a Sunday Funday. It's like Mr. Hoppy 69, I believe is what it is. But he sometimes when he writes it, he comes with a different name, and I apologize that I never wrote down that name. I just know that one. We will have to see blind. Because it would be curious to see, would we pick like this one or would we pick the $159 one? Like doing them back to back. Like we don't drink enough Scotch.
No.
So if we do a Sunday Funday, we're going to end up doing it. He suggested it. In fact, he told me to sneak one in on you. If
you're throwing in Ardbeg, we know that one's going to stand out.
Well, we don't have it. So that one's not going to stand out. But we'll have to pick like 4 that we have in a variety of price ranges and see if we can actually tell one from the other and which one we like best. You know what I mean? Because doing it once and then doing 16 bourbons in between, you don't remember the flavors and taste. But when you drink them back to back, you can really tell.
And I think he's the one who just shit on me for saying smooth, but this one is pretty decent on that way. It's not. It doesn't have. I'm not. I could talk.
That was pretty funny, and if I caught on, I would have put up a smooth counter and be like, bling, 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 and had it ding. That would have been priceless. And I dropped the ball on that one. I'll apologize, but. Well, that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
It was funny.
It was.
So, well, there you go. This is we'll keep it short and sweet since we had a couple long ones over the thing. But I'm actually thank you for the suggestion first of all. And if you have never tried this, I think this is a good gateway into Scotch. It
definitely would be that.
It's not super overwhelming. It's actually pretty tasty. And you get a lot of that malt.
It's not really carrying that dirty Band-Aid.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? That I guess I have to use your term. But it does have. It's just not bad.
And I will agree with you on the fact that it leans me towards a lot of the Irish that has the heavy malt in it more than some of the Scotch.
It would probably compare decent. In fact, Donegal might even have a little more.
That's right. What did we just? Oh, we already did it. What was the one in the square bottle that we did not that long ago? The Irish, and then you were like, yeah, I'm not a fan. I think I just killed it. I think it was in our last regret. But I think that one had more malt. Like this is like a nice, easy drinker. You know what I mean? I think that was a harsher drinker than this one is.
Was it Bushmills?
Bushmills. That's what it was. So I mean that's the one thing. I think this one actually drinks easier. So
I'm with you.
Well, that being said, 100 Pipers. If you can get it in your area, leave a comment down below. I'll be curious because, again, I don't think this was in Massachusetts because he was originally going to bring us back from Oklahoma when he goes to see his parents again. But he ended up finding it in one of the states he was running around in. So he was like, scored it because, again, $13.99. I think it's even cheaper than that if you get it like closer to home. So there you go. There it is, 100 Pipers. If you do like it, leave a comment down below. I love hearing from everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.